Are you gonna pay the 250 USD for you to be able to visit the United States of America?
Attention, if you're planning to visit the US, there may soon be a new $250 fee you'll have to pay, and it's stirring up a lot of questions, so here's what we know so far. It's called a Visa Integrity Fee, introducing the provision of the Trump administration's recently enacted so-called One Big Beautiful Bill, and it applies to most international visitors who need a non-immigration visa, including tourists, business travelers, and international students. Now, you still have to pay your usual visa fee, but this $250 is on top of that. In some cases, like workers on the H-1B visa, you might end up paying over $450 when the visa is issued. But the fee may be reimbursed. Now, this Visa Integrity Fee basically is a refundable security deposit. You may get it back if you follow all the visa rules like don't work without authorization, don't overstay, and leave within 5 days of your visa expiring. But here's a tricky part. The government hasn't said when the fee will kick in, how you'll pay it, or what the refund process will look like. A DHS spokesperson told CNBC the system isn't ready yet and will require cross-agency coordination to implement. Congress says the fee could bring in nearly $29 billion in the next decade. Critics, though, say it could discourage tourists and students from coming, especially ahead of big US events like the World Cup and Olympics. So to travelers, would you pay the $250 or skip the trip? Let us know what you think in the comments.
Beautiful bill that has been signed by the President Donald Trump. That is the President of the United States of America. And you know, by doing this, by signing this bill, integrity fee, it means this is just an addition on top of the visa application that you usually do while traveling to the United States. And you know what? This integrity fee does not favor anybody. Like, it is cutting across, be it the student, be it the tourist, be it a parent, a child. You know, you can imagine if you have a family of 3 people, or let me say 5 people, and you need to travel to the United States. How much is that?
It's called a Visa Integrity Fee, and it costs $250. It's for anyone visiting the United States that needs a visa, so not part of the visa waiver program or the ESTAs. Most European visitors won't need it, but there'll be large numbers of students and from other countries where you still need a visa to visit the United States for leisure or business, and now you got to stump up $250. But what is this fee for? Think of it as being almost a good behavior deposit. According to the government, if you are good and you don't break the rules and you leave on time, you'll get the money back. The only problem is there's no mechanism in place. No one knows how it's going to work. So you'll pay your $250, you'll visit the US, you'll go home, and no one can tell you how you get your money back. This is all very unwelcome for the US tourism industry for one simple reason. Numbers are already lower because the perception is the United States is not very welcoming at the moment because of everything to do with immigration, tourists, difficulties at airports, border controls. Now, if you add in a $250 fee to come and visit the United States, well, many of the 11 million visas each year, you've got to ask, how many simply won't bother coming?
Most of the companies are closing down. The reason being the workmanship has now reduced. Why? Because now the foreigners who are living there, the immigrants who are staying there, they're in fear. Some of them, they do not have the documentation. And as you can remember, what President Donald Trump said the other time, and now this time round, he has come with a new policy. Does it mean more people are going to travel to the US?
So Trump is saying that if you want to go to USA, you must pay $250. This is called Visa Integrity Fee. It's under the new bill called Big Beautiful Bill. So let's say that you're a family of 4, you, your wife, and your 2 kids, and you want to visit USA for maybe 1 week or 2 weeks. You have to pay $1,000 US. This is per person, $250 per person. You want to go for tourism or anything at all, $250 upfront. You pay for your visa, you pay for your flight, for your hotels, and top of that, $250. Do you still want to go to USA? So this means that the tourism in USA is just going to go down. Why introduce $250 for no any reason? You are paying for your visa, you are paying for your flight just 250 for no any reason at all. I guess this is the best time now to visit Thailand. You can use this $250 to stay in a hotel in Bangkok for 2 weeks. I don't think this is a good idea. Why do this for people who are just going there for tourism? Why?
Doing a simple mathematics, why should I pay the 250 USD for me to be able to access the United States when I can pay the same to go and visit a different state where I can pay for the hotel, I can pay for my bills, I can pay for everything that caters for this particular visit. But now when it comes to the US, this is just a fee for me to access the US. Why should I pay?
We have some news right now. Visitors to the United States, tourists, will now have to pay a visa integrity fee of $250 upon entering the United States of America. According to CNBC, one of the new provisions in the budget bill that was passed earlier this year by Republicans is that tourists and non-immigrant visas will essentially have to pay a $250 visa integrity fee. Travelers may be able to get that fee reimbursed, but how to do so and who qualifies? Well, we don't know that yet. And the Department of Homeland Security Secretary Christine Holm is able to raise that fee should she choose to do so. So the fee will be at least $250 through September 30th, 2025, the end of this fiscal year. Secretary Noem could theoretically make it higher afterwards. Any business traveler, international students, tourists entering the United States will have to pay this visa integrity fee at the time they are issued the visa. Reimbursements allegedly will be made after the travel visa expires and so long as the holders comply with the conditions of the visa.
Most of the companies in the US, they're now complaining according to the move that has been done by President Donald Trump. Why? It is going to reduce the tourism industry down. It's going to affect them in a negative way. Why? Most people will opt going for a vacation in different nations, in different states. And now, by doing that, it means the industry of the tourism industry is gonna drop.
Starting October 2025, almost everyone who wants to visit the United States and isn't from a special country, think UK, Japan, Germany, or anywhere with the ESTA, is gonna have to cough up $250 on top of the regular visa fee. That's called the visa integrity fee, and it's not waivable. You don't get a discount. You don't get out of it because you're a student, a worker, or a regular tourist. Now, this means students, workers, tourists, families, everyone not on the visa waiver list. If you're from India, Nigeria, Mexico, South America, Africa, the Middle East, anywhere not preferred, you're going to pay. For basic tourist visas, you'll have to go from $185 to $435. That's almost triple. Even if you follow every rule and leave on time, you might get it refunded eventually. But there's no real system yet for how or when you get that money back. So good luck with that. Now, this is part of the so-called Big Beautiful Bill, and it's already in law. And let's be real, this is just a money grab. The U.S. Travel Association literally called it a self-imposed tariff on foreigners. Our own travel industry is warning this is going to kill tourism, but does this government listen? No. Because this is America in 2025. Listen, this is not an exaggeration. Look at the MAGA base right now. Look at the politicians they keep electing. Just as uneducated as the people they prop up, right? When did this country decide it would rather drive people away than inviting them in, right? Let's be real. At what point does it become embarrassing to say, oh, hell yeah, I live in the United States? If you have family overseas, what do you even tell them? Hey, come visit, but you got to pay hundreds of dollars extra and you might not even get it back, even if you do everything right. Would anyone pay that for a country that doesn't even seem to want people in it? We're not talking about keeping people safe. We're talking about pure, ugly, transactional gatekeeping. And it sends a message to the whole world. Don't bother. Go somewhere else. Spend your money elsewhere. But here's my take. America's not just building walls at the border. It's putting up paywalls now at the airports too. Why? Why are we like this? Why do we make it so hard to love this country? Why are we the only ones who can't see how self-destructive this is? Tell me, would you pay to visit a place that's already making you feel unwanted before you even land? would you tell your family to come knowing?
And this is a very big embarrassment to the United States. And now I'm seeing even the prophecies are coming online from the men of God. I don't know. They're claiming that once Donald Trump comes out of power, it means the US is going down. It's going down, and it's gonna perhaps depend on Africa at some point. This is the man of God who is trying to expound where the vision came from. Let's listen to him also.
Believe you me, after Trump, America is finished. It's not about Trump. I don't know the man. And I'm getting no benefits out of this anyway. Believe you me, I've never seen him. I've seen him on YouTube, whatever, here and there, bits and pieces. But I don't know him. But I'm telling you, Trump is the last one. Because after the trumpet will be blown.
Donald Trump action is making the other nations to unite against the United States. And by doing this, it means at some point in future, perhaps this is what the man of God saw, and that's why he has decided to come out and try to put it in prophecy. But when people, when the nation, when the masses turn against you, that means if you don't join them, that you are going down. Yeah? If you're not going to join those masses, it means you're going down. So I don't know who advises Donald Trump when it comes to such bills before he signs them, or he does it out of the emotions. And another thing, as you can watch, the West Africa that is being led praised by in the West Africa, the Sahel state, which is being led by Captain Ibrahim Traore, is really doing wonders. So what is that reason that will hinder this other nation from joining this guy to do what they're doing right now in order to grow their state? And on the other side, you want people to pay the $250 for them to access your country. Now, in other words, Donald Trump is doing everything possible to ensure that he prevents the blacks from accessing the US. And that is the truth. That is how the thing is. I don't know what's your take on this, but as I can look at things, number one, he's trying to unite the nations against the US. And by doing this, it means the nations are going to come up with their own policies, with their own strategies, and that will make America at some point to face challenges. Number two, just the same way as the president of France, that is Emmanuel Macron, he has opened the eyes of Burkina Faso, that is being led by Captain Ibrahim Traore. Also, Donald Trump is doing the same to open the eyes of the entire world, and at some point he is gonna regret, and we're thankful for him doing that, because Africa will now stand on its own feet. My name is Isaac Obomba, and this is Africanization Data, where we keep you updated when it comes to African matter and global issues that affect the black. Do not forget to subscribe. Until the next episode, bye-bye for now.